everyone! Today we will see how to make a chocolate fruit cake for this Christmas. To make this chocolate fruit cake, we are going to soak some dry fruits and nuts to make this cake nice and tasty. So to start off, take half a cup of raisins. These are golden raisins. Then add half a cup of black raisins. These are black seedless raisins that I've used. Then take half a cup of dates, remove the seeds and then chop the dates roughly. Then add these chopped dates along with the other dry fruits. Next we are going to chop some figs. Take about half a cup of figs, chop them into little pieces and then add these figs also into the dry fruits bowl. Now you don't have to add just these dry fruits, you can use anything of your choice. You get these cherries and tutti frutti in the supermarket, you can add that also. In total these dry fruits should measure up to 2 cups, so you can add either cranberries or prunes, apricots, anything of your choice. Along with the dry fruits, we will be adding some walnuts and almonds also, but we won't be soaking the nuts now. We are going to soak only the dry fruits. So you should start soaking these dry fruits at least 1 or 2 days before you start baking the Christmas cake. I am going to soak these dry fruits with a fruit juice. So I am going to soak these only 2 days ahead of my cake baking. But you can also soak these fruits with alcohol. If you're using alcohol, you can soak these fruits 1 month or even 2 months ahead of time and it won't get spoiled. If using alcohol, you can use rum or wine to soak these fruits. But if you're using fruit juice like me, then soak these dry fruits 1 or 2 days ahead of time, otherwise these fruits will begin to rot. I am going to be using some store-bought grape juice to soak this dry fruits. This is what I am using. You will get this in any supermarket. But if you don't have this grape juice, then instead of this you can use any store-bought apple juice or orange juice. Take about 1/3 cup of this grape juice and add it to the dry fruits mixture and mix it well. Make sure you don't add too much fruit juice, just add just enough and mix it well. If you feel you need more, you can add a little more than 1/3 cup. Now transfer this mixture into a bottle or a box like this and then refrigerate it for 2 days. If using fruit juice, you have to refrigerate it, and in between just take it out and give it a shake like this so that it mixes well with the fruit juice. On the day of baking the cake, we will start preparing the nuts. I am using almonds and walnuts. We need about 2 cups of nuts. Take the almonds and walnuts and chop it into little small pieces. And then I am going to microwave it for about 20 seconds to make it nice and crunchy. If you don't want to use the microwave, then you can saute these nuts in a saucepan to make it toasty and crunchy. While choosing the nuts, make sure you choose some crunchy nuts like almonds or walnuts or pecans. If you choose nuts like cashew, then it's not very crunchy and your cake won't be very nice. Next, we will prepare the cake tin. I have taken a 9 inches round cake tin. Line the bottom and the sides of the cake tin with a butter paper or a parchment paper. This is a large cake, so make sure the sides of your tin is high enough. And also grease the bottom and the sides of this cake tin with some oil or butter so that the cake comes out easily without sticking to the pan. Then preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we are going to prepare the chocolate. We need some dark chocolate to add into this cake batter. I am using baking chocolate. If you don't have this, you can use Amul dark chocolate also. Chop the chocolate roughly into small pieces and then transfer it to a microwave safe bowl. And I'm going to melt this in the microwave at 10-second intervals. If you don't want to use the microwave, then you can also melt this chocolate over a double boiler. Melt it till it's nice and smooth like this, and then add 1 teaspoon of coffee powder to it. This is instant coffee powder. I'm using Nescafe. You can use anything you have at home. This coffee powder is an optional ingredient. If you want, you can add it. Adding coffee powder enhances the flavor of this cake. But if you don't want to add it, you can leave it out and the cake will still taste very good. Mix the coffee powder and the melted chocolate nicely and then set it aside till we need it for the cake. Then take the dry fruits mixture. I had kept this mixture in the fridge for 2 days. Bring it out and give it a nice mix. As you can see, there are no excess fruit juice in my mixture. If you've added too much liquid, then don't add the entire thing into the cake batter. Your cake will not come out well. Strain the fruit juice and add only the dry fruits. Since my mixture does not have any excess fruit juice, I am adding it all into a bowl. And then along with this mixture, add the chopped nuts that we prepared and kept it aside. I don't soak the nuts along with the dry fruits because I want my nuts to be nice and crunchy and fresh. If you soak the nuts along with the dry fruits, then it won't be that crunchy. Now to this mixture, add some all-purpose flour or maida. The reason why we are adding this is because since we are adding so much of nuts and dry fruits, it can sink to the bottom of the cake. To prevent that, add a little bit of maida. I'm not adding any extra maida, just take a little bit of maida that you're going to use for this recipe and then mix the dry fruits and the nuts with this maida. We need 250 grams of maida for this recipe. So from that total amount, I've taken about 50 grams of maida and added to these fruit and nut mixture and mix well. Now we can start preparing the cake batter. Take some butter in a large bowl and then add some brown sugar to it and beat the butter and sugar well till it's light and fluffy. Make sure the butter is at room temperature. Make sure you beat this butter and sugar for about 2 to 3 minutes till it's nice and light and fluffy like this. Since we are making a large cake batter, stop in between as you're preparing the batter and scrape the bottom and sides of this bowl so that everything gets incorporated well. Then we can start adding the eggs. We need 4 eggs for this recipe. Make sure the eggs are at room temperature. Add the eggs one at a time and then beat the eggs well till it's well incorporated and it's nice and fluffy like this. As you're beating the eggs, add 2 teaspoons of vanilla also and beat that in. Next we are going to add some spice powders. First I am adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder and then add 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg powder. You get these spice powders in almost all supermarkets now. Add 1/2 teaspoon of clove powder and then mix all of these spice powders along with the rest of the ingredients. Then take the melted chocolate and add it into the batter. Mix it well till it's nice and smooth and well combined like this. These are all our wet ingredients. Now we can start adding our dry ingredients. For this, place a sieve over the bowl and then add the remaining all-purpose flour or maida. Then add 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then sieve all of these ingredients into the bowl. I have given all the ingredients list in the description box. You can check that out. Now start mixing the dry and the wet ingredients. You can use a spatula like this or you can use a beater also. Just don't overbeat the mixture. As you're mixing, add 1/2 cup of milk. Add the milk little by little and bring the mixture together. Once you add the maida, don't overbeat or overmix the batter. Just mix it till it all comes together like this to make a smooth batter. Only then your cake will be nice and soft. Then take the mixture that we prepared earlier, the dry fruits and nuts mixture. Add this into the batter and mix it well till it's well combined. Then transfer this batter into the cake tin and spread the batter well with a spatula. Also tap your pan on the counter to remove any air bubbles and also to spread the batter well. Now the batter is ready to be baked in the preheated oven. So to bake this cake, reduce the oven temperature from 180 degrees Celsius to 150 or 160 degrees Celsius. We need to bake this cake slowly, it should not be baked fast. This will take anywhere between 1.5 to 2 hours to bake. Fruit cakes should always be baked slowly. In my oven, it takes about 2 hours to bake this cake. You can start checking after 1.5 hours itself. Put a skewer or a knife inside the cake tin. If it comes out clean, then it is done. Otherwise, bake for a little longer. But make sure you don't over bake this cake. We've added lots of fruits and nuts. If you over bake this cake, then it will become very dry. Let the cake cool in the pan completely and then you can remove it from the tin. To cut this cake, don't cut the cake immediately. This is a fruit cake. It's a rich fruit cake. So wait for at least 1 or 2 days. Let the flavors all come together. The spice mix, the grape juice, everything will come together. And when you cut the cake after 1 or 2 days, it tastes much better. Whenever I bake a fruit cake, I always wait 1 or 2 days before cutting it. If you've used alcohol to soak your cake, then you can wait even 1 or 2 weeks before cutting the cake. So this is it, a very beautiful rich chocolate fruit cake is done. This cake is better than the ones you get in the store. Since we've added so much of dry fruits and nuts, cutting this cake can be a little difficult. Use a serrated knife or a bread knife and use a sawing motion so it will be easy to cut this cake. Even though we've not added any alcohol, the taste of this cake is phenomenal. The grape juice and the spice mix comes together to give a very rich and tasty cake. You can see how moist and soft and rich this cake is, full of nuts and dry fruits. Once you start baking this cake, you will never go back to store-bought plum cakes or fruit cakes. Even though we've added chocolate to this cake batter, this doesn't taste like a chocolate cake, but it tastes more like a traditional fruit cake. So this Christmas, do try out this tasty chocolate fruit cake. Until next time, bye-bye.